Hey everybody, Superfan Giovanni here. Welcome to Classic Loveline, episode 389 from March 26th, 1997, a Wednesday night show. No guest, just the love between the two hosts. A note on episode 388 from March 25th, 1997. It seems to be missing from the archive. If we ever recover it, we'll of course share it in this feed. This episode starts out with Anne teasing a guest for tomorrow night's show. She tries her best to refuse to admit it, but the boys wisely guess who it is, and Adam jokes that she better bring 3 pairs of panties. Gross. Adam is fishing to find out if this guest is still into him. Hint. And Adam tells Anne that said guest knows Anne is repulsed by Adam, so of course she wouldn't admit her attraction. Adam plugs upcoming guests Erasure and John Waters, next week on the show apparently. Dr. Drew tells Adam his story of seeing the movie Pink Flamingos, and Adam reveals he's never seen the film. Adam explains he's not interested in movies that are like sideshows, and Adam tells engineer Mike to put Drew's comments on a card to embarrass him next week, with John's guesting on the show. Drew reminds them he'll be out of town on vacation, and Adam says he'll do it anyway just to be a dick. This is also the day of the Heaven's Gate mass suicide. As per usual, this was recorded in 1997, so the medical advice may be out of date. Please consult your own physician or contact Dr. Drew and Mike Catherwood on Current Day Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Listener discretion is advised. You can follow us on Twitter, @Podcast1, on Facebook, Podcast One there as well, and PodcastOne.com, the home of all your favorite podcasts. Mahalo, and get it on.
The following program is a PodcastOne.com production.
2.
Welcome to Loveline
with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Would you sleep with sick women?
I may be pregnant, but I am still a man.
Spank the unruly ones.
It's indecent, it's vulgar, it's blasphemous.
I'm gonna ride you till you can't stand up.
Come on, let's go down.
All right, keep your shirt on.
Loveline's meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Here's Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
All right, phone number 1-800-LOVE-191, fax number 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. He is the one who is board certified. And if that wasn't enough, he's also an addiction medicine specialist. Welcome to the show, Doctor.
Oh, thank you, sir. I'm such a pleasure to be here.
Let's get right to it, Doc.
Okay, let's go.
You've been criticized for the work that you've been doing over the air.
Really?
Yes.
I wasn't aware of it.
Oh, that was me.
Oh,
that was right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just you and I tonight.
Yes, and the love that or disdain that we have. No one else this week. Good. We've had a lot of guests. They've all been good, by the way.
Yeah.
I think the word is getting out.
There might be a surprise tomorrow.
Like who?
Just a surprise.
And I got to tell you, Ann, every night when we have a guest is a surprise for me with the amount of preparation I do.
Who's going to be surprised?
Well, it's not going to be a surprise if I tell you.
You're not going to tell us till we get here tomorrow night?
I might tell you, I won't tell him.
Is it huge? Oh, I know who it is.
I'm going Jennifer Grey.
I am too.
Yes. Yes. She is so hot for me. She's gonna.
No, she's not. That's not what she said.
She's going to have to bring 3 pair of panties. She really is. You're going to have to put an ink blotter down on the chair.
Did you speak with her? You talked to her?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean she's not hot for me? She's not going to... Listen,
we'll see
here's the
if
thing.
she shows up tomorrow night.
And she knows you're repulsed by me, so she doesn't want to confide.
Wait a minute. She is contemplating not coming because...
No. Actually, tonight's her birthday, so...
She's an Aquarius. I have no idea what she is. All right, Erasure's going to be here next week. Also, John Waters. For those of you who don't know who John Waters is, he did Cry Baby and Pink Flamingos and what other movies, Drew? For Christ's sake.
Any of those Divine movies.
Yeah, the Divine movies. A Serial Mom. And a very culty.
Did I ever tell you my Pink Flamingo story?
No, go ahead.
I was in a one-act play in first year in college, and we'd finished up, and this whole cast was going to go out and do, let's go see a movie. Well, it's playing in town. Oh, let's sing Pink Flamingos. Heard it's really funny. So we go in there, and most of us, people were like putting their jackets over their head. It was the most disgusting display. And we had no idea what we were walking into.
The oral fecal route?
That was the least of it. I mean, you ever seen that movie?
No.
Oh, my God.
Let me tell you.
It's beyond bizarre.
I'm not interested in movies that are sort of like sideshows. You know, I
This
just
is
go
worse.
to go to see breasts and explosions, and occasionally an exploding breast. But I don't go just to see like freaks on display.
This was like the experience of nausea.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll engineer. Hold on, Engineer Mike. Let's put that on a cart And then when John Waters comes in next week, we'll play that for him. Drew's testimony.
I will not be here next week.
To his work.
I will not be here next week.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah, I'll do it anyway. You know I don't care. Also, Duran Duran will be in next week as well. So, full plate. Amber, 15.
Hi. I was calling to get some advice because my ex-boyfriend, I think, may be gay or bi, and I don't know how I'm going to find out or how I should,
What is the situation?
Okay, well, we went out for like a few years off and on, and since...
How old is he?
He's 18.
A few years?
Yeah.
What were you, 12 and a half when you met him?
Yeah.
Oh, he was 15, 16.
How old were you when you had sex with him?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
No.
Geez, I was reaching for the wallet, Amber, but my hand is just come back to the console now.
Okay, well, me and my friends were discussing the fact that we might think he's like bi because ever since one of his good friends came into the picture of our little group that we used to hang out with, he's been totally different. He stopped hanging out with all of us, and he's basically with him every single night. And he just I don't know.
As far as I know, having a good friend does not qualify as choosing a homosexual lifestyle.
No.
Well, I know, but he doesn't talk. I mean, he just acts different. I mean, he's...
What's he do for a living?
He works at a food place.
Amber, does he want to be... He's 18 now. You guys are 15, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's finally matured and is hanging out with his own peers. He's not matured.
Not at all.
Well, do you want to be his friend?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But
well,
I mean, I want to know,
do you want to be his friend?
Yeah.
Then focus on being his friend. Don't worry about being a detective.
Don't worry about the fag hag role at the tender age of 15, Amber. Just hang out with him and enjoy him and his person.
And if he's changing, explore that with him. Ask him what's different, why he's spending so much time away. Give him an opportunity to tell you. Look, if he wants to tell you, he'll tell you.
I know, but he doesn't talk about those things.
Well,
with anyone.
then that's his business. He may not want to be your guy's
Well, let me
friend.
tell you, there's a phase that you go through, which is how often do women masturbate? This is the guy phase. Guys spend about 6 years, usually between the age of 14 and 20, trying to get women to admit that they masturbate. Those are the get women to admit they masturbate years. And women go through this, I wonder if the guy's gay phase. Both frivolous and dead-end streets.
Waste of time.
You get to the point where you just don't care.
Okay.
I'm at that point now.
Yeah, we don't care about anything, not just...
I care about me turning gay, which I'm going to talk about later in the show, and I care about my own masturbatory habits.
All right,
Other than that, stay out of the way.
Good. Megan.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, my question's for Dr. Drew.
Yep.
I donated blood a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And they gave me a sheet back saying that I tested positive for the antibody to hepatitis B core. What is that?
It probably means you had hepatitis B and you cleared it from your system. Thank goodness.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Why? How do you know?
He has the antibody, not the antigen. In other words, she's no longer producing virus. Now she's producing just the antibody response to the virus.
But how'd I get it?
Did you ever do IV drugs?
No.
Have you ever had sex?
Once.
Did you have sex with that person, an IV drug user?
Nope.
You ever lived in
San Francisco?
China or Taiwan?
No.
You ever had a blood transfusion?
Nope.
You ever been to a Howie Mandel concert?
You need to...
Actually, I have.
Okay. Well, there you go. You see, Drew, you work all this medical nonsense, and I cut right to the thick.
You need to... have you told your parents about this?
No.
Okay. It's possible you got it from your mother.
Really?
There's something called vertical transmission of hepatitis B, and that's certainly one way people can get it. They can, in the old days, we could get it from transfusions, but now it's pretty carefully screened out of the blood pool. IV drug use, you can get it. You can get it from sexual contacts potentially, and that's about it.
All right, but she's all right.
Yeah, she's cleared it.
Here's my take on blood giving. I've given this one, but it's been a long time. Drew, how many pints of blood do you have in your body? About 7 pints?
Yeah.
Okay.
8 to 10.
By the way, when Drew agrees with me, it means he doesn't know.
Don't know for sure.
Absolutely, or he'll never agree with me. Because if he knew the exact answer, he'd say, no, you're totally wrong. It's 7.215 ounces.
Right.
All right. Here's the deal. I used to give blood on a real regular basis. I think you can only give
12 units. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm a 7. I got a lot of bones and not much blood.
All right.
And the situation is this: you can give blood like every 2 months,
right?
Every like 6 or 7 weeks or something like that. The reason is because after you drop a pint off, you're making up for that pint. Your body has to remake it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I started doing some math and started doing some thinking and figured I'm always a pint low because the second I came up to a full 7 pints or 12 pints or whatever it was, boom, I was dropping it off again. So I was always, a little bit. The batteries were never quite fully charged, or the day they were, I was dropping it off again.
Right. So?
I don't know.
Were you a better person then?
No, I stopped giving blood. David, 13.
Oh, hi. I'd just like to say you guys really rock, and I really appreciate what you're doing to help people, and I hope you could help me.
All right, what's up?
Yeah, well,
Smoke less pot. That will help David.
Quit blaming your parents and put down the bong.
Okay. Anyway.
And by the way, he was just putting a tape in his tape recorder for this.
Yeah, and I don't want my parents to overhear me on the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, see, I had sex with this one girl, and I think she has herpes, but I can't really tell if I have it or not. And I was wondering, like, what kind of symptoms is there for herpes, and, like...
What message would you like to give David's friends, given that he's tape recording this entire conversation?
What?
And that was a tape recorder he was loading up there a second ago, we heard.
All right, message to your friends so you can play it for them?
Right.
No,
right.
I got Nirvana on there to cover up so my parents don't hear me on the phone.
All right, they're more worried about Nirvana than they are about us, David. But listen.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
How old was the girl you had sex with?
Excuse me?
How old was the girl you had sex with?
She was like 24 or something.
24?
You gotta be kidding.
How'd this happen?
I met her at this party in Rosarito because my family owns this trailer down there.
In Mexico?
What?
In Mexico?
Yeah, in Mexico.
All right, so she was a prostitute.
Probably.
Did you pay?
Yeah, what?
Did you pay for the sex?
I didn't.
Really?
No, I guess she was drunk or something.
A little pro bono work there. And she mistook you for a mature man of 14 and a half?
No.
She knew you were 13?
Yeah.
And she's 24?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is she way more than you?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just getting a visual here.
Okay.
All right. Drew,
what leads you
I'd like to yell at you for a second for now being outraged, because Drew uses the double standard. He spends his entire life trying to convince women to stand up for themselves in a man's world, and he champions the women's cause so much that he overlooks things. He doesn't realize that he's bigoted in his own way. Yes, gender bigots.
Let me...
if this was a 13-year-old woman calling in and saying had sex with a 24-year-old male prostitute in Guadalajara, you would be outraged.
It'd be an international incident.
You'd be, yes, you would be on the phone with Kissinger right now, and you'd be arranging a strike, an airstrike.
That would be the State Department.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, but... so, David, did this affect you, this experience?
Well, actually, I've had a lot more... irritation down there lately, a lot more than usual, but that's just about it.
You didn't wear a condom?
Yes, actually I did.
Oh, you did?
Okay,
yeah.
So if you wear a condom, you're not likely to get herpes, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a decent protective
Did you really wear a condom, David?
Yeah, she put it on there.
Okay.
And, I mean, certainly it can occur in areas that the condoms don't cover, particularly if somebody has active lesions. They can be terribly contagious. Typically, you get sort of a flu-like syndrome and then get swelling of the lymph nodes down around the groin. And then you get a rash, and it's usually clustered little blisters and or ulcers, and it's not it's burns, it hurts, and you wouldn't be just a little bit of irritation. It's usually pretty pronounced. How did this affect you emotionally, this whole experience?
Well, just I have a lot more courage with women lately, but that's just about it.
I don't know. I think it's a.
Are you the envy of all your gringo friends?
Oh yeah.
Are you? You tell the guys about it? Or are you embarrassed?
Only like 2.
Are you kidding? then I mean, no, but you told all your friends that you had sex with an older Hispanic prostitute, didn't you?
Oh, 2 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
all right,
I would think
Drew, what should he do? Should he go get checked out?
Yeah, obviously get checked out if he has any questions at all. But I think
all right, should he just go to like family planning?
No, not unless he has symptoms.
So wait for symptoms and then go to family planning.
And really, I think this has got to affect him more than you might think. I really do.
I don't know. I know a handful of guys that lost their virginity to older women when they were real young, and to them it was like their wisdom teeth. was like, I got them pulled when I was in the 7th grade, and now I've checked them off the list. I never have to think about it. And I had to walk around with a swollen jaw all the way through high school, just waiting for that day in grim anticipation.
I just think it affects, although I don't, it doesn't affect men as profoundly as women, because men have a different experience of and anticipation of the sexual encounter.
Right.
That's why I get so outraged at what happens to women, because they are really hurt by it. Men are affected probably in ways that they can't even articulate, but it's not as profound as what women get.
Yeah. Well, I think emotionally he was fine. It was more of a his schlong. Is there an inner child in your penis, by the way, Drew, or is that just
inner penis?
Is it? Yes, his inner penis was hurt, but his inner child was fine.
Oh, good.
Okay.
All right.
Monica.
Yes.
You're 17.
Yes. My boss.
Hold on a second. What's going on in the background there?
My TV's on.
Oh, for Christ's sake. All right, I'm going to punish you for a moment.
I'm sorry.
I'm putting you on hold.
Okay.
You know, I will not tolerate that on this show. Rita, 14.
My question is about douching.
That's more like it.
And how old do you have to be to do it?
I started when I was 14. Drew, when did you be?
What exactly are you searching for, Rita? What's the deal?
Well, I heard that it's, bad for you.
It's not good to do it a lot. No, it's probably not.
And then my friends say that you should do it after your period.
No, not necessarily.
What are the benefits to the douching?
Clean yourself?
Yeah, it can help sort of flush things out, let's say.
So it's like rinsing after you brush your teeth?
A little bit, yeah. It's also not terribly good for you, because the sort of flora and fauna of that environment is a carefully balanced ecosystem.
Yeah.
You see.
The vagina's like a tide pool.
It's like a biosphere, yeah.
Yeah. It's like like that movie with Pauly Shore. There's all kinds of stuff going on in there, and the fauna is attacking the flora, and the ivy's growing, but there's like a raccoon nibbling on the roots, so it doesn't get out of hand. It's really the circle of life in there. And when you get in and you take this very delicate ecosystem and you start hosing it down with some strawberry scented vinegar out of some kind of plastic squeeze bottle. That is a bad.
It's not a bad thing, but it isn't necessarily good, and it certainly isn't good to do it all the time. And it's not, if you have a smell or a discharge, things like that, douche is probably not going to do that much for it. You really need to get that treated more specifically.
All right, so Rita, don't worry about it.
If you're not sexually active, I don't think you ought to do it.
No.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right, save your money.
I will.
All right. What's douche run these days?
Why do you look at me as though I would know that?
I don't know. And what's douche set you back a court?
And by the way, why don't you try help us out here a little bit?
Court?
Is it a what do you go like? Why
do I always get called in on the masturbation and douche calls?
Because we're helpless with those.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that much about douche.
Ones.
Well, what age did you start douching? Seriously.
I don't.
You don't do it.
No.
Right.
Oh yeah. No, I know.
Why don't you call your girlfriend up, Adam?
And ask her about douche?
Yeah.
That would be way too humiliating. Shut up, Ann. How much is douche? Do you know?
I don't know. Does any girl in here know?
Look, we have a lot of people. We have a lot of
$10. I don't know.
Mike
no,
knows?
It's not $10. That's novelty douche.
We have a lot of people working cash registers and little marts and stuff. Maybe they can call.
All right, call in. And if there's such a thing as like ham scented douche, I'd like to know. Breakfast douche.
There is a new market.
There's a market.
No.
Mountain Dew, Clamato. Yes, the Clamato douche. Did she douche or not? The world may never know. That's real redundant, the Clamato douche. Monica, 17.
Yes.
Hey.
2 weeks before my boss got married, he told me that he was attracted to me, and he kissed me. And ever since then, little things have been happening, and a few weeks ago we had sex. I just want to know your opinion on that.
I think he's an asshole. That's my opinion.
And by the way, when you do have sex, or when you did have sex, you really don't need to lay out the little things have been happening. And then he nailed me in the coat room. You just go right to that part.
Okay, well, we had sex then.
Uh-huh. And where do you work? What kind of place?
It's
but it's a skating rink.
Oh, really? So this guy's going places.
He's 34. He just got married?
Yes. About 2 months ago.
First marriage?
No, second.
Second.
Gee, wonder why the first one didn't last. Why
can't...
do people feel it necessary to get married when they just want to have sex with coworkers?
Isn't that weird?
I really don't mind the impulse to have sex with underlings you work with.
He's 34. She's 17.
That's a little all right. That's out of line. But just don't get married.
Right.
That's all.
And don't have kids.
It's just be honest with yourself. Hey, I love banging strangers. I'm going to hold off on this thing called marriage. How does this guy even have like a straight face during the ceremony? Do you promise to love and cherish? Meanwhile, they're playing that Peter, Paul, and Mary song. What's that marriage song? Come on, sing it, Drew.
I don't know. The Hawaiian wedding song.
The wedding song. Thank you. So, Monica.
Yes.
Why did you give in to this guy?
Because I wanted to.
Why?
Because I'm attracted to him. And he honestly, I know you probably don't believe this, but he seems sincere.
Well, he may have seemed sincere, but we know he's not.
His wife thinks he's sincere, too, by the way.
Exactly.
What do you mean he seems sincere in what? What respect? That he wanted to have sex with an underage girl who worked at the rink?
The way he made her feel. What he said to her about her, how she made her feel about herself. And this is where these damn predators really just go nuts.
That's part of the rap.
Yeah.
It's like used car salesmen seem honest. That's how they move product, by the way. His penis is a product, and he's moving it. It's priced to sell, and this is how these guys work. They have a great rap. Women, never trust a guy with a rap. Anyone who sounds smooth, anybody who's got a good rap, he's up to no good. I look for guys who stutter.
Now, how are you so convinced that everybody's this way?
This guy is married. This guy got married 2 months ago, and he's having sex with you already.
I know.
There's something. Also, he's 34 and having sex with a 17-year-old. So he's a flawed individual.
He's dreadfully flawed, okay, Monica? And the question here is...
Dreadfully flawed is like serial killers and rapists.
Well, and he's preying on young, underage employees.
Right. Okay.
I mean, come on.
And he had been with about 40 women or so before, and we didn't use a condom. Should I be checked?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Yes.
Here's the. All right, let me tell you. This guy, he has the hat trick, the a-hole hat trick. You're someone who he's your boss. That's number one in the crown. 2, the second jewel is he got married 2 months ago, and 3. What was the third?
Well,
you're grotesquely younger than he is,
and he's putting you in harm's way in terms of his past. What is it up with you? All
right, let's gamble.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, Monica.
Okay.
All right. We haven't gambled in like 2 shows.
I know. I noticed that this afternoon. No, like a week.
Has it been that long? All right. It just feels like 2 shows. All right. There's the money, Drew. You want to go first?
Yeah. She was abused in some kind of.
Try to be specific, please.
Physical followed by sexual abuse.
All right. No, what?
Physical abuse by the parents, sexual abuse outside the home.
And what am I left with? Had a bad experience at summer camp?
Switch it around.
Oh, so you're going physical abuse followed by sexual abuse.
Yeah, the parents perpetrated the physical abuse.
I'm going just sexual abuse.
Okay.
No physical abuse.
By parents? In the home.
In the home.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Monica.
Yes.
We got to go to break.
Okay.
I want you to think about your past.
Okay.
Open the yearbook of your life and turn back those pages.
Okay.
All right? And we'll be back with the wrap-up to the gambling after this.
I don't think they're aware of how much they suck.
Hey, that's not very nice. You kissed my mother with that mouth? I mean, your mother?
Loveline will be right back.
The No Pro, I'm obsessed with it. I love it because I've spent so much money and time on razors and waxing and any way to get rid of hair. But the No Pro is the best way to remove unwanted hair, and there's zero pain. I do it when I'm sitting on my couch. I do it at home. I can do it in the office, really. And it's for men, too. You know, your back of your neck, your back, your chest, all those areas that you want to remove hair, you can do it in the privacy of your own home. Legs, arms, face. You're going to die how easy this is to use and the weeks of long-lasting results. No Pro comes with a 100% 60-day money-back guarantee, and when you purchase it, you'll get a $50 gift card to an award-winning skincare line. Go to nonoemily.com. That's nonoemily.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Bruce Buffer, the voice of mixed martial arts. On September 2nd, it's time for you to listen to my podcast on Podcast One. It's Time, a weekly broadcast exclusively on Podcast One, where I will talk about popular culture, business, and of course the greatest sport on the planet, mixed martial arts. Plus, along with me will be my co-host and MMA journalist, TJ DeSantis, and some of the biggest names in the world of mixed martial arts. On September 2nd, it's Time with me, the Voto, Bruce Buffer, exclusively on PodcastOne.com. That's PodcastOne.com.
Phone number for Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. Adam Carolla, that's Dr. Drew. Razier, John Waters, and Duran Duran next week. Stop signing us, no, Drew. All right, when we left off, we're speaking to Monica. Monica's situation is she's 17. There's a 34-year-old guy who works at the roller rink. And by the way, roller rinks should really conduct themselves like the band, the Mexican super band Menudo does, which is anyone over 18 is out.
That makes sense.
No reason, no excuse for being in your 30s and working at a roller rink.
Yeah, unless you're behaving the way this guy is. That's the only reason the guy would hang around there.
Yes. So we gambled on Monica's past. She had sex with this guy. This guy got married 2 months ago. He didn't use a condom. He's had sex with many skaters in his life. And Drew, you went with what?
Well, I'm changing a little bit. I'm getting
modifying.
Well, I'm getting this kind of vibe like Monica's parents were just not around, like absent, or like she was a foster child or something even. But that something bad happened to her. I'm going with physical abuse in the home and then sexual abuse outside the home.
I'm going with sexual abuse in the den.
Okay.
I'm actually picking a room. Monica?
Yes.
All right, let's talk about your past.
Okay, when I was 5, I was sexually molested by my grandmother's neighbor.
Outside the home.
Wait a minute. Well, whose home?
It was my grandma's neighbor.
Was it in your home?
No. Well, it was in my grandma's backyard.
That's the home.
Where were your parents?
They were at home.
You live with your parents?
Yes.
Where are your parents now?
Right now, they're still home.
And they're still together?
Yes. My dad has never been emotionally available.
Uh-huh.
But he's always been here. And he has hit me a couple of times.
Oh.
But it's nothing, like, regular.
All right, now the argument.
Was right.
The argument. Who was that again? Dr. Choice. All right, let's argue whether this was physical abuse or not. He hit you with where? On the bottom?
With the belt. He got my leg and my back.
Okay. Your leg and your back?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Well, everyone gets smacked with a belt.
Oh, please.
How often? How many times?
It's only happened a couple times.
Uh-huh. Were there laceration marks or anything?
There were some left.
But you wouldn't call him a physically abusive guy?
And it was outside the home.
Not on a regular basis.
Yeah, but outside the home at Grandma's house. Grandma's like an extended home.
It was what I meant was not from the family. It was a neighbor.
Oh.
Did it.
All right.
All right, thank you.
All right,
thank you.
Drew gets
Dr. Drew is right.
All right, so Monica.
Yes.
All right, so you understand Drew knew something was up.
Yeah.
God damn, Drew. He honed right in on it.
He always knows.
He always knows. And how does he know based on what you told him and based on the way you're acting?
I don't know.
Right? All right, so you understand something's up. Have you ever got any counseling?
I'm in therapy.
Good.
Oh, you are?
Okay. And have you talked to your therapist about what's happening with you with this person?
No.
He doesn't even... I don't even want to call him a boss. It's just, even that doesn't...
He's my manager. How's that?
Oh, no, that's even worse.
All right.
He's this dude that works at a skating rink.
All right. Keep this guy away from you, Monica.
He's
I
a predator.
understand you want attention from older men, but it's a dead-end street, believe me.
Okay.
I've went down that road.
Are you... What?
Oh, oops.
Are you doing drugs at all?
Periodically.
Yeah, it just sounds to me, Monica, like you must have a very, very
Mentally challenging life.
well. I'm sure you do, but a real emptiness, a real hole in your emotional world, and you're trying to fill it. And this guy, with all his BS, was able to fill it for a few seconds and make you feel good about yourself. Ultimately, you feel worse about yourself by the way people like this prey upon you. You feel worse about yourself when you do drugs. Really be good to Monica. Find some friends who really care about you and who will take care of you and cherish you. Develop those relationships, okay?
Okay.
All right.
All right. All right. Drew's right. And, all right, I'm not going to give my speech about how everyone is exactly the same as individual as Reebok and all these other BS companies would like you to feel. You're animals. You all respond to the same stimuli. Understand that. You get screwed around with by grandmom's neighbor. You get raped. You get physical abuse at the hands of an apathetic dad who the only energy the guy mustered toward her life was the beatings. Then you have inappropriate sex with older sickos who work at a skating rink. This is what happens. Please understand that, and I hope we would start appreciating this as a nation and start attacking these problems the same way we would attack a problem in the animal kingdom. That's all. Mm-hmm. You want to understand why the moose is wandering into the Eskimo village and crapping on people's huts? You study a couple of mooses or mises, and that's it. You come up with a plan. That's it. That's what we got to do as a government. I don't want politicians in there. I want psychologists running this country. Yes. Oh, boy. I could run this country, Drew. You would be the minister of the wuss. Greg, 20.
Hi guys.
What would I do as minister of the wuss?
I don't know, but there's a flap on the back of your pants of the uniform. That's all I can say. Greg.
Hi.
Hey.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Good. Hope you can help me out. My dad just got married recently, remarried, and now I have a new stepsister living with me, or with us.
How old is she?
She's 15.
You're 20.
Yeah.
Why are you at home?
I'm just.
Which junior college you currently attending, Greg?
No, I just work.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just trying to save up money for college.
Where do you work?
At a department store.
Uh-huh. You steal a lot of stuff?
No.
Really?
No.
Just accessories like belts and scarves and stuff?
No.
You steal a little bit, don't you?
No, not
really. You should ask for more pay then, because they base your pay on you stealing about $500 worth of crap each month. And you should say there's two pays. You get $6.45 an hour with stealing, or you can get $9.75 an hour without the shoplifting. So explain to your boss. Tell him you want the honest man's wage.
All right, I'll try to get a...
All right, stay away from your stepsister.
She's underage. She's 15. It would be terribly disruptive to your family.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
Even if, like because we're not blood related.
No, Greg.
Listen. Me and Drew's. Am I related to your wife in any way?
No way.
Am I related to Ann?
No.
When I drive by junior high and I see girls out there playing badminton, am I blood kin to any of those women?
No.
No. Would it be okay for me to press a Rollo to the end of my penis and poke it through the chain link fence and call them over? Would that be acceptable, Drew? But Drew, why not? Drew, there's no blood. Come on.
Okay.
That's a good point.
All right, great. I always remember the Rollo theory.
I had another comment.
All right, stay away from your stepsister. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
What's your other comment?
How old is producer Ann?
She's 47.
Ann, how old are you now? I've noticed since she was 12. How old are you now?
I'm 29.
Okay.
And 47?
No, wait,
that makes you 68.
Is it not true that I've known you since you were 19, huh?
18, yeah.
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
I know.
Best sex you ever had. Listen, let me tell you something about producer.
What's up with you?
I don't know. I'm all horned up tonight. Let me tell you something about producer Ann. You're 29?
Uh-huh.
Timeless beauty, this producer Ann. There's a picture of her aging in her basement somewhere. I am absolutely convinced of this.
People, I'm not sure they understand that reference.
It's a Dorian Gray thing. I kid producer Ann plenty, and we have our disagreements. But I'll tell you, she looks young.
Yes.
And I will always stand by that. It's
she acts young.
It's clean. Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Immature, maybe.
Right.
No. I mean,
she's got a lot of life in her. She really, it's good living.
Not young, youthful.
She doesn't smoke. She doesn't drink that often. She doesn't really put out. It's just a lot of tub time, and it's really worn away the years. She really looks great.
Thank you.
Yes. Let me tell you, forget about these collagen injections and these peels and these dermatological procedures. Just get in the tub, ladies.
As
believe me, you'll look like a 15-year-old your entire life.
Put that call on hold that Ann's taken and put her on the air.
Huh? I just punched up Matt.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, you're 20.
Yeah, I got a douche for you. How about Loveline douche?
This is a great idea.
It would be called Adam Carolla.
Yeah, that too. I got a question. How do you guys feel about this cloning crap that's going on? As far as, there was a sheep that was cloned.
Yeah, we know. Okay. What do you mean? How do we feel about it?
Yeah.
Hold on. What's this about a sheep and cloning?
Look, the next thing they're going to be doing is cloning pigs so they can genetically engineer them in such a way as them to be optimal for use in human heart valve transplants.
Right.
So there's a purpose to this.
Absolutely.
The problem I have with this is that it's unlocking an unnatural force. We don't know what the implications are going to be over the long term. Just the way when people split the atom, they didn't know what that was going to mean. It may mean nothing. It may mean something horrible we have never thought of.
Well, look, like any technology, there are evil applications for it, and there are great applications for it, like anything. Like the computer. Computer's an amazing technology. You can have a pedophile pick up on your 12-year-old son, or he can peruse some museum in France that he'd never get an opportunity to look at.
Would you agree with that, our special guest? Yeah. Hello, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello.
Special guest here.
Who is this?
It's Jennifer Gray.
Oh. Jennifer?
Yeah.
First off, I want to commend you on being so strong, because it's been how long's it been? Like 8 or 9 months since you've been in here?
Since our last date?
Yes.
I actually was surprised you haven't asked me before.
I'm just saying it must have been torture on you.
Well, I've been actually having a little bit of a hard time just waiting for you, and I finally decided, all my friends said, don't call him. Wait for him to call you. That just sets a better precedent, so I did.
Stern but groovy master, Adam.
Oh, yes. Jennifer.
Yeah?
You and I were a scant 20 yards away from each other on Saturday.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
You were filming something down at Hollywood Center Studios, were you not?
Not on Saturday. We were off
Friday?
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. They told me Saturday.
Right.
Did you hear that I came into your office?
No.
I came into the office and I said, has Adam asked after me or anything?
Oh.
And they said, no, nothing.
I didn't know you were there.
I was there. I was asking after y'all. I said, they've never asked me back. I thought we had such a good time.
Ann, what's up with that?
So, it's my birthday today.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Big 4-0?
Yeah. Big waterhouse. Watershed. I feel like a big waterhouse.
Now, how old are you, seriously?
I'm old.
No, you're not.
I'm old, man. I'm old as hell.
I've seen you, but you're horny now, right?
But I look good, right?
You're tight as a snare drum.
Aww.
She has the body of a 13-year-old gymnast from Czechoslovakia. She really does.
So guess what?
What?
I think I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, the show ends at 12, so... Oh, you're going to be on the show?
I am.
Oh.
Are you disappointed?
No, I'm elated.
Okay.
I'm elated, Jennifer.
Okay.
And Ann, let's decorate the place and get her a cake, please.
Would you please?
Yes.
Yeah, and Jennifer, he has not touched talcum powder since the moment you left the studio.
I'm so glad because you have to train these guys. You got to teach them.
Oh no, this guy had
they cannot do.
He had an epiphany right here that night.
I'm sure there's a lot of girls thanking me.
I know. Well, they're
not knowing where to send the thank you notes.
I did swear off the talc as soon as Jennifer. Here's what happened. Jennifer was on the show many months ago. I think I can say without embarrassing you, Jennifer, you were really hot for me.
Oh.
I mean, really, you were digging my scene.
You have it so wrong.
You were digging the scene.
So
come on.
So crazy.
Seriously, you were hot for me.
You know I'm driving, right?
All right.
Right now?
All right.
Don't make her drive her car right to the center divider. Come
all right.
on.
Exactly. So don't say anything that'll get me too crazy.
Yes. Both hands on the wheel, please.
I don't have a hands-free situation.
Okay. You were really hot for me for the first hour. Just go along with me on this.
Okay. I'm sure I was.
Okay. Please, don't be sarcastic. You know you were.
Make your point.
The point is
Thank you,
the second hour, she found out that I dump a enormous amount of talc down my shorts before I leave the house, and somehow my hygiene became a deal breaker for Jennifer. Yeah. Oh. All right, baby, you're breaking up. Listen, Jennifer, we're going to commercial. You're breaking up. Get here real early tomorrow. And we'll look forward to having you on the show and shower.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Put something on nice for me.
All right. I'll do it up.
Don't forget, no cologne.
I want pictures of this.
All right. You want no smell?
No cologne.
All right. What can I wear?
Just be clean.
Okay. All right.
Clean with a nice little outfit.
All right.
She means shave, Adam.
All right.
And I'm not talking about
shave.
your face.
All right, Jennifer. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Thanks. All right.
What Ray? Is that his name?
All right.
Okay, you got to get your friend.
Yeah. Drew, do you have to bring the feces fleeing up at every opportunity these days? Please.
This is the guy that does your shearing.
Yes. All right. I will prune myself like Ivy this evening. I will shower and I will use a loofah on a stick so I can get to my innards with it. And Jennifer Gray will be on tomorrow night.
I don't go in for these backdoor shenanigans.
Sex, drugs, rock and roll.
Shenanigans.
Chips, dips, chains, whips.
Shenanigans.
Basic high school orgy type of thing.
Loveline, I'll be right back.
You're my stern but groovy master, Adam.
And now, Katy Perry.
Imagine going on stage without any guitars, or keyboards, drums, or a microphone, and being expected to roar. Tough, right? It's the same with our teachers who are using their own money so students can learn. DonorsChoose.org is a charity that helps teachers get what they need for students to succeed. That's why Staples is donating $1 million to the cause.
Join Katy Perry and donate at staples.com/make-roar-happen.
You're my stern but groovy master, Adam.
No, that little minx, Jennifer Gray, tomorrow night. She's got a new TV show out, and I guess that's what she was filming when we didn't see her on Friday, Drew.
Yeah.
And what's up? She came in and asked for me in the office, and no one told me?
You're going to kill somebody, I suppose.
No, I'm broken. I'm too tired. Phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, 310-854-4455. Eric.
Yeah.
Hey, you're 23.
How's it going?
Good.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Either one of you guys.
That's
All right,
that's good.
I was told that you can possibly get diseases. Okay, I'll give you the scenario here. My girlfriend and I are both heroin addicts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're both using clean needles. Neither one of us have any kind of diseases. Is there any possible way that you can get any kind of disease by us, two sharing a needle? But
I mean, would some kind of disease be generated by the act
Yeah.
of sharing a needle? Would something,
Exactly.
some lightning bolt deliver a disease because a needle was being used?
Don't be condescending, Drew. It's a legitimate question.
Here's the real question: Is it how many heroin addicts do you know that tell the truth 100% of the time?
do what?
How many heroin addicts do you know that tell the truth all the time? Okay.
I couldn't tell you. I don't hang out with too many.
All right, I've yet to meet one, and it's just part of the disease. And so one of you might sort of slip out and do something that could endanger the other person without telling one another.
No. I mean,
right.
we're pretty faithful here. We're honest
All right.
people.
How do you know you have no infectious diseases?
Tests.
What tests have you had done?
Well, I've had AIDS.
Yeah.
Hepatitis test.
Which hepatitis test?
B.
Okay. The more important hepatitis is hepatitis C.
Hepatitis C.
Yep. And there's other serum types of hepatitis. In other words, hepatitis that are transmitted by blood contact. There's a G virus, a non-A, non-B, and all kinds of the viral particles right now that are being identified that cause hepatitis. Some of them quite dangerous. But hepatitis C is the most common and the most serious in people who are IV drug users.
Okay.
You can get syphilis this way. You can transmit.
But no, if neither one of us have anything, though,
if
right?
neither of you have anything, and neither one of you are, then you're both in a petri dish somewhere. You're not contacting any other humans.
No, we're not.
Then you can't get any diseases from each other.
Okay, because when I went to rehab one time, I was told that the needle itself, there's some kind of bacteria.
Oh, sure. Of course, that you can get all kinds of bacteria, but that's just a dirty needle, period. I mean, you shouldn't use a needle more than once,
okay.
No matter what.
Hey, how much does a needle? What's a needle cost these days?
A needle?
Yeah.
Well, depends on where you're getting them. Probably about $3.
$3 a needle?
$3, yeah.
That's the whole syringe, though, right?
Right.
No.
For just an insulin syringe.
But you can only use it. They can only use it one time, though.
Right, but see, I use one about like 15 or 20 times.
Yeah, that's how you get serious infections. You get them in the lungs, in the heart valves, in the skin.
How do you know when to stop using a syringe?
When you try and stick it through your arm, and it's
too dull.
Basically, it's sticking through your arm. I mean, it's like a nail, man. You can't get it in your arm.
Too dull.
All right.
Yeah, very dull. But okay, one more question for you guys here.
Yeah.
How long are the withdrawals for?
For heroin?
Yeah.
It's about 3 to 7 days, depending on the person.
3 to 7 days?
And I suggest you really look into it. I mean, this heroin addiction is a fatal condition. It's very...
As far as what? As far as withdrawing from?
No, the withdrawal is nothing. Anybody can get through the withdrawal.
Yeah.
As far as remaining an addict.
Right.
Eventually, one of these infectious diseases will get you. Or you'll have some complication of injecting drugs.
What do? You work in radio?
Pardon me?
You work in radio?
No.
Huh. What other job can you have? Video store?
Music.
Music, yeah. You're in the music industry.
Go. Music.
Is that what you're into?
That's what I'm into.
Are you in a band? Or?
Yeah, there you go.
I treat an awful lot of musicians these days. And,
do you?
Tremendous.
There's really only a handful of jobs Junkie can have.
No, no.
They're all they're all either in radio or closely related to the radio. the music, record rep, DJ, producer. They really have to be involved with the radio industry.
It's not so much true anymore. People are smoking a lot of heroin these days too, and they don't realize how addictive that is.
All right.
But the IV drug use is the one that has the more serious medical consequences, and it's very unusual to live past 50 if you're a heroin addict.
All right, our crack Loveline team has faxed us. We were talking about douche earlier in the evening, and I was trying to figure out how much this stuff cost. And they faxed us some of the bottles with some of the numbers on it. Also, I just came with an idea. How about dry douche packets? And you whip them up, like Theraflu or something. You know what I mean? Like tablets.
That just saves.
Let me there's counter space, there's shipping weight, there's many factors, and they could pass the savings along to the vagina. Okay. Yeah. All right. Summer's Eve douche here. This is the medicated brand. By the way, attractive blonde-haired woman fixated on a daisy. She's holding a daisy. Do you see this, Drew?
What's in that tiny kit?
Hold on. So the Summer's Eve is a good-looking woman staring at a flower. I guess that must represent her crotch in some metaphoric way. The most effective medication you can buy without a prescription. All things that don't have a prescription claim that, by the way. For symptomatic relief of minor vaginal irritation and itching. 2 units, 4.5 ounces. And it's only $1.39, it says on here. So that's a bargain. There's also, next to it, for $6.29, there's the Tiny Kit. It's a reusable douche, a soft latex bag. Simply fill and squeeze.
It's like an enema kit.
That's like you're decorating a cake. Discreet storage case. How often do you get popped for toting douche? By the way, that it has to be a discreet storage case.
If you're going through the airport.
Where are you packing that douche, by the way? And by the way, what douche container has big bold letters? Douche. More capacity than disposables. So that's the reusable douche set. And here's something else here. This is the Western family. This is the Frontier Jane autograph series douche. This is Spring Flowers disposable douche. It has a picture of a sort of, I think that's what's her name, Martha Medicine Woman.
It does look kind of like
Jane
Dr.
Seymour
Quinn,
a little, yeah. It's Dr. Quinn. And here's another Massengale one, again with the country flowers. So apparently, this is the spring flowers. Okay. So it's there's a theme here. I'm still bucking for the ham-scented ones. I think that could be a moneymaker. All right, the deli platter, the deli series. They have like a pimento loaf, ham, all different cold cuts, and then dill. And we'll be back.
I began to float up and away from my body.
Lady, you better get back here. If you're not here when Loveline returns, they're going to be pissed.
Float. Float. Float.
Buying a car can be a stressful experience, but TrueCar is changing car buying forever. Yes, TrueCar helps car buyers get rid of the fear that they might overpay. Last month, over 45,000 cars were sold by the TrueCar Certified Dealer Network. And TrueCar.com users save an average of $3,046 off MSRP. When you're ready to buy a car, just follow these 3 steps. Go to TrueCar.com, find out what other people paid for the car you're looking for, then register at TrueCar.com to see the upfront pricing information and lock in your savings. And the 3rd step is simple. Just print out your TrueCar savings certificate and take it to the TrueCar certified dealer for a better, hassle-free car buying experience. Some features not available in all states. Every day, TrueCar.com users receive negotiation-free guaranteed savings. Save time, save money, and never overpay. Visit TrueCar.com today. That's TrueCar.com. Well, it's our friends from Third Eye Blind. And I'm Adam Carolla, and that's Doc Drew, and we'll be back in 10 seconds.
This is Loveline on
Radio
Station.
All right. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. The douche fax line would be 310-854.
By the way, I think the first 2 faxes.
Hold on, can I finish the goddamn number?
Everybody knows what it is.
All right.
854-4455.
Thank you.
The first 2 faxes I've seen in about a month.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Just to make sure it wasn't just me.
Yeah. I always had this fantasy about radio, which is faxes galore. Basically, we see like a fax every 2 weeks, and it's usually the stick figure of me with like maybe a tremendous scrotum and a very small penis and big buck teeth and a nappy head. Says Adam sucks.
And then there's a drawn picture next to that photograph.
All right, hold on a second. Engineer Mike, remember the discussion we had last night about the volume? Please, it is the world's. You have the world's loudest microphone. Of course, I blame. Who else am I going to blame? My God! Thank you. Man, is that loud? Do you ever hear Engineer Mike?
Never.
Oh, is it loud in my ears? All right. Thank you, Mike. Mike does a wonderful job, except for the listening part. Landon, 19.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. My question's not for. It's for whoever can answer it. I was wondering if
Well, hold on. Let me just let me put out these words to Loveline listeners. Do not call in and say this one is for Adam. This one is for Drew. This one is for ever who wants to decide to jump in. Just put it out there, and we'll figure it out.
All right.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Can you contract HIV from ingesting semen.
Yes.
Just no matter what you can.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, thank
Is
you.
there a story there?
Huh?
Is there a problem?
Oh, no, this Pizza Hut thing, some guy masturbated on some pizza or whatever, and delivered to somebody, and somebody said that they got AIDS from it, and I didn't.
Right.
I didn't know, so I was calling to check it out because that was kind of weird.
That's totally true. And there were crabs on the antipasta salad as well. And the person got it in his beard, I believe. Same guy.
And the delivery man wrote on the mirror of the bathroom at the home where he delivered it in lipstick.
No, it wasn't lipstick.
Oh.
It was ragu.
Oh.
He wrote, good luck with your new disease.
Yeah.
And then he stole everything in the room, and only thing he left behind was a camera and a toothbrush. And as it turned out, he put the toothbrush in his ass. Hey, Drew, what were the wives' tales or the urban myths when you were growing up?
Nothing quite so colorful.
I had
Not even close.
I had three good ones. There was, of course, the Rod Stewart swallowed, a pony keg of sperm and had to have his stomach pumped.
Yes,
that was a very. And when you're a kid, it was fine. It was like you're 12. What happened to Rod Stewart? Well, the story, as I hear it, is, and I have very reliable sources because, as you know, I'm in the 8th grade. What happened to Rod is he swallowed like 6 gallons of semen, and he had to have his stomach pumped. Yeah. And you want, 6 gallons.
Yeah, and then you try to think of something to top.
What's that rock and roll lifestyle? I tell you what. And now I was thinking about this as an adult. You put out basically a teaspoon. I'm going to do some quick math here and say he needed a Rose Bowl full of guys either climaxing at about the same time or at least sequentially as he moved penis to penis, or they all just whacked off in a giant plastic trash can, and he lapped it all up with a silly straw. All right, that's the one. The other one was, I don't know where Spanish Fly is anymore, but Spanish Fly was very hip when I was young.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to get her some Spanish Fly. My cousin's got a brother's in the service. He was stationed out in Port Hueneme, man. Got hold of some Spanish Fly. Here's the Spanish Fly, man. It's like cockroach legs, and it's like ground up, and it's like gets chicks like really horny. And here's a story, man. It's a true story. It happened to the same guy's his cousin's drill sergeant. He meets this Betty, and he's like this chick, and they're going out, and he gives her like a little Spanish Fly at the bar, and then they stop by a liquor store on the way home, and because he's going to get like a condom because she's like getting really hot and everything.
No, condoms didn't exist back then, remember?
He's gonna get a rubber. And the dude didn't have any because he didn't know what they were. But the dude comes out with like a 6-pack of Mickey's Big Mouth, and he comes back to the car, and the chick killed herself because she got on top of the stick shift knob, man, and just like she sexed herself to death. True story, totally true. Same guy told me about Rod Stewart. I'm totally serious. And the other one was this dude who bought a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken, and he went to a movie, and he was eating it, and then the lights came on for intermission, and he was eating a rat.
Yes, I heard that one too.
Let me tell you something. You couldn't get a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken into a theater if you put it up your ass. They frisk you for food. You're walking in with a bucket of chicken.
Yeah.
Believe you couldn't get one Pez in there if you put it in your right nostril. They would find it. They have candy detectors, and they stop you and tackle you at the door because otherwise they can't charge $8.45 for Snickers. Bastards. And you with the kids.
Please don't start me. You got to come to the movie. I'm going to make you an experience. Yes.
You must spend $75 on Raisinets when you go to the theater, Drew, with those screaming kids.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, one time I went. This the low points of my last couple of months. I went in, and somebody behind the counter said, "Oh, you're Dr. Drew. Why didn't you tell me when you paid to get in? I would let you in for free." I'm like, "Oh,
no, all right."
Like
you don't
40,
make enough.
$40 to get in the movie theater.
Natalie, 15.
It's Amy.
It's Amy.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up, Amy?
I was just taking a guess with the Natalie.
Well, about a week ago, I told my dad that I was gay.
and he told me that either I became straight and continued living with him, or I stayed gay and moved out of the house. But I have nowhere to go. I've asked my friends and everything, and I can't really support myself.
Where are you now?
I'm at home right now with my dad.
So you're being forced to heterosexuality.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that's going to work. Oh, boy, is that going to work.
What does gay mean at your age?
I guess liking the same sex and having sex with the same sex.
How long has that been going on for you?
What?
How long has that been going on for you?
Since I was 13.
And what happened when you were 13?
Nothing.
You had sex when you were 13?
With chicks, yeah.
How old a person were you having sex with at that point?
My age, or 14.
And when did you first realize you were attracted to the same sex?
About 12, sometime around there. I wasn't sure, though.
Mm-hmm. You ever been with a guy?
No. Well, yes, I have, actually.
Oh, yeah.
How old were you when that happened?
12.
Was that before you were looking into women?
Yeah.
How old was he?
13.
What was the circumstances under which you had sex?
What?
How'd you get it on? What's the deal? Who was this 13-year-old?
How did a 13-year-old convince a 12-year-old to have sex?
One of my cousins had introduced me to him, and things just went from there.
What's up with you? Did you want to have sex at that age?
No, not really.
What's up that you had trouble saying no?
It's because I really liked him.
Has your dad been abusive to you in other ways your whole life?
No.
This is the first time he suddenly becomes volatile like this.
Yeah.
My folks did the same thing when I told my dad I was gay when I was 15. He said, if you're gay, you have to leave the house. If you're straight, you can stay. And what we did is we compromised. I said,
in the garage.
I went by and I went out to the garage. So it was maybe you can cut the same deal. All right. You know you're into women, and this is something you've discovered at a young age, and there's never been any abuse or anything like that. You're just into chicks.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
What?
There's something. I'm not saying that the reason she's into chicks has anything to do with abuse.
Sure, you're going to get the glad folks
no,
all up
I'm
in
not
arms.
saying that. I'm just saying that the fact that she was having sex at 12 with a male is suspect. Something's up there.
Well, the fact that you told your dad about your sexual proclivity and he decided to kick you out of the house.
That whole situation speaks volumes about their relationship and her family. Something's a mess, and Natalie's got a lot of stuff. I mean, this is, when a child tells you something like that, Natalie's still 15. I mean, she needs help figuring this out. I mean, she may be homosexual, but,
Well, I know I am for sure because, I've been with a lot of girls.
Yeah, but that if you'd... The fact that you are promiscuous is the problem. It's not your sexual orientation that's the problem. Okay? I mean, and something is really up, Natalie, and and your dad is just sort of punctuating that by showing his own colors.
Yeah.
You need help right now. You don't need a dad that's abusive towards you.
Why did you tell your dad?
Well, because I just figured I couldn't keep it from him, and he told me that if I ever need to tell him anything at all, and I figured he had already found out. About
okay.
it.
All right, listen, Natalie, something's up. We don't know what. Here's the situation. You're living there.
It's Amy.
Oh, God damn it with the screen. I'm sorry, the
Says
screen
Natalie
says
up there.
Natalie on
Yeah.
it, sir.
Sorry.
All right, Amy, here's the deal. You got about 3 years left at home. You got to make it as best you can. Make it easy on yourself. Tell your dad whatever it is your dad wants to hear, because that's the position he's putting himself in.
Right.
He does not want to hear the truth, so don't give him the truth. Tell him what he needs to hear, because you can't afford to be kicked out of the house. You can't afford to have your life made miserable this way.
But
yes. Listen,
Amy
the guy's
needs help,
unreasonable.
But Amy needs help.
Okay.
Amy needs help, and it's really nothing to do with her sexual orientation. It's just the whole situation is crying out for some help here, and Amy's going to go from this to something a lot worse if she's not counseled.
If I gave Drew 5 minutes, he would get right to the bottom of this.
Yeah.
Would you not?
I would need 5 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Something's up. Roxy, 16.
Hey, what's up, Adam?
Hey, Holmes.
Yeah, whatever. I had a comment for you before I started on my problem, actually. A couple nights ago, you're like, well, just like a lot. You sort of rag on Silverchair. You don't like Silverchair?
What is Silverchair?
Silverchair's a band.
Yeah, they rule.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
right,
the?
Adam.
It's interesting. I've never heard them mentioned ever. Not only not on this show, in my whole life, I've never heard the name.
I swear to
Silverchair.
God, there is Loveline's evil twin is lurking out there. People call up all the time and they complain. Hey, Adam, what's you always ragging on all these different ethnic groups and stuff?
No, Adam, you rule. You really do.
Oh, okay.
I was sort of upset that you don't like Silverchair because, I love Silverchair.
Who said I didn't like Silverchair?
So, like, every time Mike plays in Silverchair from a commercial break, you're just like, Silverchair, they suck.
No, it's Pumpkins that he rags on.
I heard that too, but it was like one day you were like...
All right, hold on a second, Roxy. Do we have a Silverchair?
Play it for us, just so we know what it is.
Play it for us. I don't know what it is.
He plays Freak and Slave.
I don't know that much about Silverchair.
Okay.
They're young, talented musicians from down under who play in a band. That's all I know about them. We've never had them on the show. I don't have a Silverchair CD. I know nothing of the group.
They rule.
They rule?
Yes.
All right. I really can't listen to... All right, here we go.
I like it.
How often do we play that?
I think I've heard it maybe once or twice.
Mike, how often is that played? We've had it for a week.
Well,
all right. Listen, Roxy, you moron. I don't even know who that is. Oh, for Christ's sake. I haven't even said the word silver and chair. I haven't even said it, and I haven't said, the coin was silver and I sat on a chair. I haven't even used the two words in the same sentence on this show.
I've never heard of Silverchair, so...
Please, when you people call in with a gripe, and I know Roxy likes me, and maybe that wasn't her thing, but this is going out because I'm at my wit's end with this crap and all you idiots. If you call in with a gripe, have it have some substance. Some
basis in reality.
Just a modicum of truth.
Yeah.
I've never even mentioned Silverchair on this show. I have no idea what the F she is talking about.
The only bumper you ever complained about was Stuck on You.
Which is what?
Like that.
Is that the Pumpkins?
No, Stuck on You is Lionel Richie.
Oh.
Failure.
Oh.
You didn't like the beginning of it because you didn't like the tones on it.
Oh, okay. all right. I thought you meant
Can we talk to
Stuck
Roxy?
on You.
Let's talk to Roxy. Yeah.
Okay. Roxy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a bit of truth where you said Silverchair, but I won't even bring it up.
Go ahead. What's up?
Okay. The other day I was with my friend in a car, and she has a boyfriend, and we were sort of in the car, and she left, and he was, like, getting on top of me.
Mm.
And I don't know what to do.
How old is he?
He's 17.
Mm. Stay away from him.
Well, I mean, I can't. She's like my friend.
Stay away from him.
Well...
Don't be alone with him.
Oh, wait a minute. She likes him.
Right. I was going to get there. Don't blow my cover.
Blow
It's not so much that she likes him as that she's flattered by all this.
Well,
and it's hard for her. All right.
So that's a problem. All right, Roxy. Well, please ask your question straight out, then, would you? And stop posing it like it's a big problem. You're into the guy.
Yeah.
All right.
But see, they broke up, and then they got back together 3 days later, and now they're back together.
Well, all right. Do you want our advice? Yes or no?
Yes.
Stay away from this guy.
Find a guy of your own. You're going to screw everything up.
It's very simple.
That's it. And
what should I say to him?
Tell him to get off your
lap.
lap.
Go to hell. You're the best friend's boyfriend. And if he breaks up with her, you still got to wait a couple months before you
do.
Do
you think I should tell my friend?
No.
No, stay away.
Stay away.
Why the drama, Roxy? Why do you need all that drama in your life?
Yeah. What is you? What's up with you with
Here
the
we go.
silver chair and now this? Uh-oh. There's gambling going on, Roxy. Drew's got a wild hair. I have no idea what's going on, and all I know is Drew took a buck from me last time. And now I'm going into this one blindly.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Something's up. What are we gambling on, Drew?
Let's get a little more information from both of us. Where do you live?
Hello?
What part of the country do you live in?
D.C.
Okay.
Somebody talk.
There's
way too much silence
We're thinking.
going on
We're
here.
thinking.
Well,
here.
think faster.
All right. Oh, yes. You got anything here?
What a coincidence. Anne's listening to the show tonight. The one night we decided to stop talking is the night she's listening to the show.
Maybe we got to stop talking more often. Maybe get her to listen to the show.
All right. What is your take on this, Drew?
Parents are divorced. Stepdad is a big jerk. What's her question? Biological father is a successful guy who's abandoned her.
All right. I'll say no. Because I have no answer. Roxy?
Yeah?
What's going on with you?
My parents are not divorced.
They're not?
No. And my dad hasn't, exactly abandoned me. What was your take on me, Adam?
I have no take other than you're a big pain in the ass.
Thanks a lot.
You're the drama queen of 1997.
Yeah.
You stop seeking out drama. Leave your girlfriend and her boyfriend alone. Leave me alone with this goddamn Silverchair mess.
I have a question really fast.
No. All right. Oh, we've gone on too long. So give me your $1, Drew. Her parents are still together. You know, give me my $1.
No. You didn't.
Come on. Now, you started gambling, and you were way off base. Now, give me that. It's $1 I gave you last time. I don't care about her. She's the drama queen. Marcy, 15.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago, my 16-year-old friend had a party, and it was unsupervised, and there was a lot of drinking going on, and a lot of my guy friends got me really drunk, and I did something I regretted, and I stripped, and they were videotaping me, and now they have tapes of me, and they're showing their friends, and these are my guy friends, and they're like, it's for their entertainment, and they won't give me the tapes back, and I begged them to give me the tapes back, but they're just, showing them off to their friends of me stripping for their entertainment. It's they think it's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And so, do you have any advice of how I can get the tapes back?
Yes, but let's get some details first. Were you totally naked?
Well, yeah, kind of. I was topless and my pants off. But the only thing I had on was my panties.
Okay, so you weren't totally naked.
Yeah.
And you got loaded and they convinced you to do this.
Well, yeah.
What about the video camera part? You didn't take any notice to that at the time?
Well, no. I was drunk. I didn't
Adam,
really
she didn't know what the hell she was doing. How old were these guys?
I don't know, 16.
Anybody older?
Huh?
Anybody older than that?
No, not none of my guy friends.
Who bought the alcohol there that night?
I'm not sure. I think there were some older friends of my friend that had the party out there.
All right, maybe they ought to be notified that they have a liability circulating around out there that needs to be taken away.
All right, that means nothing to 15-year-old Marcy. Marcy, here's the deal.
Right.
You can beg and plead to these guys till you're blue in the face. They're never going to give you the tape back.
I've even offered them money.
Listen, forget it. Forget it. They're never giving you this tape back by conventional means. There's two. Listen to me. Asking them is not going to work. There are two things that are going to work. Intimidation. Either physical intimidation in the form of a big brother who goes over there with a bat, or legal intimidation in the form of some letter or something from an attorney or some law enforcement official or blah blah blah.
Okay.
Now here's what you do. You tell them that you contacted whoever the law enforcement is in your community, and that they told you that unless they give the tape back, I gave them all your names, and you will be prosecuted.
Okay.
You have to come up with some sort of documentation, some sort of writ or something.
Somebody have a father who's a policeman or something?
No.
There's anybody with any kind of official letterhead. These guys are stupid. Even if they work for the DWP or something, the gas company or something, anything with something official on it. Are any of your friends intelligent enough to draft up a letter that looks like it came from police chief so-and-so, or not police chief, but like Detective Johnson or something like that?
Yeah, but I have a friend that could probably do something like that.
Yeah, all right. You need to say, I talked to so-and-so, his dad's an attorney, he said to contact these people, they contacted these people, and here's what's going to happen unless I call them off. I gave them all your names. And they know where you live, and they have your phone numbers, and I will proceed in 24 hours if I don't see the tape back. Asking it's going to turn into a big game. You're like a dog, and they're throwing a Frisbee back and forth to one another. You'll just be chasing it and barking. Work the legal angle. Even if it's BS, work the legal angle, please. All right? But listen to me, Marcy. You got one shot at the legal angle. Don't go into it half-cocked. Do it right. Take a few hours. Draft a good-looking letter. Work a story out. You understand?
Yeah.
Call the cops if you have to, just to pick their brain a little bit and figure out what's going on. Have them tell you this is a violation of Code C65 of the statute of penal something, and is a felony in this state.
All right.
You understand?
Yeah.
Work it out, and then lay it on them.
All right.
All right. And we'll be back.
Why don't you try rapping it this time?
Yo, kick some flavor and stuff in Loveline. I'll be right back in a minute.
I'm sorry, that was really bad.
You're just not street like me.
You know, we love hearing from you, so keep on sending those tweets and comments, because we read every one of them. Your opinion is important. That's why we don't want you to miss the chance to take our listener survey at podcast1.com. You see, your responses will help us make this show the very best it can be. It's not a lot of effort, because it'll only take you about 3 minutes, and you'll get the instant gratification that comes with knowing that you helped us get better. So do it now. Take the survey at podcast1.com. That's podcastone.com. And don't forget, keep those tweets and comments coming.
Hey, Drew, it's your favorite new band.
Yeah, it is, actually.
Oh, you love this.
Zippers.
Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191, and that's enough for you guys. Jennifer Gray, the love of my life, will be in tomorrow night. And next week, Erasure, John Waters, and Duran Duran. Drew, what are you looking at there?
Douche prices.
Yes, I was trying to get to the bottom of this douche dilemma and the prices of douche. What the?
Those are ones columns.
Oh, okay. $1 for 6 ounces?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's not. I may start douching at that price. That's downright reasonable. The country flowers, $1. Let's. The medicated stuff, the 8 ounce. What?
The betadine kits are real expensive.
Yeah, that ain't cheap.
And that's actually what people need if they need a douche. The betadine douches are probably about the best.
Yeah.
There are bacterial infections that can develop in the vagina cause of vaginitis. They're actually the same bacteria that are in the stool, and they can be sometimes a little tricky to clear up.
I'd love to know all the different. So far, it seems to be the country flower or the spring flower. A lot of love is in bloom in the vagina, apparently. All right, Drew, we got to get back to the phones, but before we do, let's talk about what we were talking about during the commercial, which is what's going on tomorrow, Drew, with your triplets.
They are applying to a school that I would love them to go to. Mm-hmm. They have a 4-hour interview process for 4-year-olds. Think about that.
I guarantee your kids cannot stay in their clothing for more than an hour.
And there is you can't even kid with me.
I swear to
don't
God,
even do it.
You better duct tape those pants on, Drew, because those pants are going around the ankles the first 10 minutes of the interview.
They're pretty good in their pure circumstances.
Here's what I'm telling you to do: put them all in jumpsuits. Take some gaffer's tape or some duct tape and make about 3 good wraps right around the waist.
What do they make them do in this interview?
They take them into a pretty sort of stimulating environment. First, they put them in a group together, and they have to sing songs and read to them and see how they respond to that. And they put them in small groups, and they do numbers and countings and language sampling. And then they take them over and have them set tables and dress. And they just I don't know how they score all this.
Yeah,
what the hell it means about a 4-year-old's potential academically is really hard to imagine. But there's about 250 kids and about 16 spots, all for the pleasure of lining up.
What if only one gets?
I know.
Accepted?
I know, and Jordan is way ahead of the other guys, and we're struggling with.
Look
that.
at him whispering like Jordan's listening.
No,
please.
And
he's staring at a mobile right now. Drew, what are you talking about? Please.
And everybody lining
it's
up.
only 16. The chances
Look,
aren't very good. That
I know
all
that
three-
everybody's lining up for the pleasure of paying $10,000 a year to go to stage schools.
All right, now here would be my test. I would take the 200 kids. I'd put them in a room. I would put them in nothing but their underwear. I would put a piece of rice paper under them, and I would have them sit for 4 hours. Whoever didn't make, I would then check the rice paper. Whoever didn't make on the rice paper's in. I don't need a big room full of urinators and number twoers. So that would be, if you're running a school, think about it. That's a
great
big
idea.
priority.
Yeah.
You know what?
Plus, the smarter kids are going to be able to hold their bowels.
Right.
You figure.
Fascinating.
Okay, but here's the real tragedy here. It's going to cost $10,000 a year
per child
for you to keep these kids in.
Yep.
And is there a write-off for this?
No.
No tax break.
Nothing. There's no force in our society to urge you to be a good parent. Nothing.
Right.
Every force available right now is pushing you towards being the worst possible parent.
Right. I'll tell you what the government does. Let's rape responsible people so we can take care of the single teenage moms who have 8 kids and the junkies of the world. Let's just stick it to everybody who's holding down a job. In L.A., they do the same thing to everyone who owns a car. We have no transportation. There's no subway. There's no BART. There's nothing. You either own a car or you're screwed. You work out of your house, stringing beads or doing phone sex. So what do? They screw you. They have 1 million meter maids in this city. They have cops all over the place doing nothing but writing tickets. It costs a fortune to register your car. You got to smog it every year. They just found this element that is screwed without their car, and they essentially sodomize them on a regular basis. The government looks for people that have money. They single them out, and they just F them. That's it.
Now,
and let me say something, Drew.
Yes.
Wouldn't it cost the city money if you sent your kids to a public school?
Sure.
It costs, I don't know how much, but it's like, I don't know, $3,000 a year.
Why did you get a tax break on that?
Whatever it is. I mean, the city would have to pay for the teachers and the supervision and everything. Everything from the bus that picked them up to the supplies to the school
desk. You pay for that, too.
Everything. I'm paying for that now with no kids, by the way. But the point is you are saving the government, X amount of $1,000 a month by not involving their kids in that program.
That's where the whole voucher thing came from. You were able to apply it to a private school if you wanted to.
Oh, I swear to God, the answer is not taking hardworking people and tweaking them for more money. Let's just have
Adam,
let's have you pay more.
You and I know you've come around. You've become so liberal. You're now fascist.
Thank you.
But the original liberal ideal was redistribute the wealth. That was the call.
Right.
And it screwed up a lot of people because it gave people a reason to be unhealthy.
Right.
Reinforced unhealthiness.
There's some senator or some guy in government that's trying to pass a thing that says if you win the lottery and you're on welfare, you owe. This is the greatest idea I've ever heard in my life. People that are getting welfare should not be allowed to play the lottery. That money is not for you to get scratchers. It's for you to get your kids shoes. Oh, it's ridiculous. And we don't do anyone a favor with this.
No, we don't. That's
Please.
the whole point.
All right. Lori, 24.
Hey. Hi, Adam. Hi, Drew.
Hey.
Watch your long-time listener, and I've always tried to get through, and...
Here we are.
Yeah, but it caught me by surprise. I'm really nervous right now.
All right.
Okay. Me and my boss and his wife, we all became really good friends, and my boss, thought it would be a really good idea, because his wife didn't really have that many friends, so it's like I start hanging out with her, and make a long story longer, one thing led to another, and we started, just kind of messing around, being more than friends. And there was going to be a time where it was going to be all three of us. And when that night came, I couldn't, it was my boss. I couldn't break down and do it. And
interesting.
But then he came over as when he started to kiss me, she got really, really upset by it and couldn't handle it and got, just her nerves got to her.
How old are these? Her nerves got to her. How old are these people?
well, I'm 24, he's 25, and she is 20.
Where do you work?
In a bowling alley. And
Wow. I thought it was like a lot of old guys, like spraying stuff into rental shoes and arranging rosin bags and stuff. I had no idea that it was this lurid.
Well, she worked in the playroom, and he's like the supervisor in the snack bar, and I'm a cook.
Oh, okay. So everyone's on the fast track to success. Which one of you guys take turns setting the pins, or do you have a machine for that?
Got a machine.
Oh, okay. Whew, that's finally. What do you like? 15-pound Brunswick High Luster?
Me, no, 10.5.
Oh, 10.5. Yeah, I guess
I got carpal tunnel on both my arms.
Oh, okay. You wear the brace though, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have surgery.
And what's your average?
My average, it used to be around 120. Now I'll be lucky if I could break 50.
Yeah, with that bad hand. That's all right. You'll be back on tour soon. So he works in the playroom.
No, she does.
Oh, she does. The playroom is the room with the billiards and whatnot.
No, all the kids, daycare.
Oh, daycare.
Yeah, for the people who bowl leagues.
Let me just ask you a quick bowling related question.
Okay.
What is up with this goddamn league night? I get a wild hair twice a year. I get a wild hair where I say, I'm going bowling. I'd like to bowl. I'm talking to some friends. This sounds like a kick. Let's do it. We'll get a couple pitchers of beer. We'll head out. This is going to be great. Let's do this. And you get this. Bowling is like when you have a craving for food that you haven't had for a while, and then you just go, I need this food. I need it tonight. Yes, we're bowling. We're all going bowling. You go to the alley. League night. You walk in there and the tour has stopped off there, and there's thousands of people. Every night is league night. Every night I want to go bowling, league night. How many league nights can there be a week?
Well, they have junior leagues on Saturdays during the day, and there's leagues every other night of the week, but they're usually over by like 9.
All right, forget these league nights. What happened? When's Anarchy night? When's first come, first serve night?
Saturday night from 10 to 1. It's rock and roll bowling. We turn off all the lights and just have the pin lights on.
Listen, I don't need a laserium show. I just want to bowl.
Well, that's the only...
Let's help Lori out, guys.
Right.
Enough bowl talk,
all right?
Yeah.
All right.
Bowl
Anyway,
line. We got a break now anyway. So this is going to take a while to sort through this. Laura, hold on. We're going to get to this.
All right. We'll be back.
People of Earth, we were going to help you. Yeah, we were. But you don't need our help. No, you don't. You have Loveline, and you're a bunch of sickos.
Hey, Dr. Drew.
Yeah, Mike.
I pretty much, I never bought anything online in my life until I met my wife.
Oh,
and,
seriously?
Now all I do is go to Amazon.
I buy pretty much everything on Amazon. And if you want to support somebody that has an affiliate relationship with Amazon, you go to their website, you click through the Amazon banner, and at zero cost to you, Amazon shares some of the purchase price with the affiliate.
Why are you being so nice about it and saying somebody with an affiliate relationship?
You're right, Mike. I should be more specific. Forget an affiliate, some vague affiliate. Let's go to Podcast One, where you can find the Loveline podcast, the Loveline page. Bookmark that page and just click through on the Amazon banner located at the top of the homepage. You can even use the Amazon banner if you're in Canada or the UK. It makes it easy for all future purchases. Again, it is podcastone.com. Click on the Keep It Free banner to support Amazon and all the wonderful sponsors that make the show possible.
All right. Hey, is this that damn silver chair? I hate them, boy. It's got to be that silver chair. Oh, Drew, no worse band in the world than that silver chair, is there?
I wouldn't know.
Oh,
is this they?
I go on aimlessly about
them.
My disdain for silver chair. No. What the heck? All right, phone number. Oh, screw you with the phone number. Jennifer Gray, the love of my life, will be in here tomorrow. Besides Jesus Christ, we'll be in tomorrow night. And Razier, John Waters, and Duran Duran next week. Lori, 24.
And you're going to have a party tomorrow night. Ann? Make sure it's Jennifer Gray's birthday party. Adam was coming in a silk suit tomorrow night.
That's right. Remind me. I'm stepping out tomorrow night, and I'm going to do myself
We'll get
up.
together after the show and plan the events for tomorrow, okay?
Ladies, I may need a makeover.
May?
Okay, I'm going to need a makeover. I need like an eyebrow plucking. I need to like walk around with a book on my head and get
we
my
need to get the
posture straightened
lawnmower
out.
for the eyebrow.
Oh yeah, what Ray's going to do is going to prune
Just
your
kidding,
yes,
your weak spot.
My Achilles bun. I'll trim my pubes. I'm really going to clean myself up.
You're going to have to.
All right. I'm going to spend tomorrow in a spa with mud.
You're going to look fabulous.
Thank you,
I know
baby.
it.
Lori?
Yeah.
All right. So you're involved with this bizarre, we'll call it the...
trio.
You're trying to pick up the spare.
Well...
they have a relationship.
Did. It's everything... You know, it's like they do go bad, and I know that because it's like...
well, hold on. Quit riffing for a second. She
had sex with the wife.
You had sex with the wife of this married couple who works with you at the bowling alley.
Yes.
And where was the husband?
He was sitting in a chair across from us.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-huh.
Well, he is something that was intended to happen.
Right.
That's why he set you guys up to be friends?
Well, no. Just we were going to be. That just ended up being like a added bonus, because we became friends. I mean,
All right.
And there's a guy in a Barca lounge here with his pants down and paper towels spread out around across his belly. That's a bonus.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that.
Whose idea was it?
Huh?
Whose idea was it?
Well, I mean, for that night, it just happened. I mean, it just worked out that way.
Whose idea was it?
All of ours.
It
really was.
Right. Simultaneously, it occurred to all three of you? I don't know of any ideas that occurred
This
simultaneously.
is like talking to Poland. Whose idea was it for Hitler to invade? Well, we talked about it. We thought it'd be good to be overrun by evil force. It was all of ours. No, it was this guy's idea, of course.
Well, no, she wanted to please him, because...
Yes, but that's the point. That's what's ridiculous about this.
It's what?
But here's the thing. He and I, we became... I mean, we had been really good friends and had been able to talk a lot at work.
Now, hear this. Women need to cease the behavior of trying to please men. If you don't want to do something, if you're uncomfortable with it, do not do it.
Well, that's why that night, or not, it wasn't actually that night. It was,
you want to use a reverb?
It wasn't exactly that night, but when there was a night that she was going down on him, and I was supposed to when she gave me the signal, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. But then,
what was the signal? Was it a flare?
She put her hand up and signaled me with her finger, but
okay.
I couldn't bring myself to do it.
To go down on him.
Exactly,
right.
But when he came to kiss me, she got her nerves got to her, and that's when we decided it wasn't going to be good.
All right.
And
all right, okay. Listen, you need to find yourself a boyfriend and stay out of this.
No, this is. I mean, the whole thing is now that she left. She is living with her mother right now, and she took the kids.
Oh, the kids.
Oh.
Yes, there's 2 children.
And thank God.
I feel awful. I feel like, it's like I'm a bad person, and
no.
I know that I'm not a bad person.
All you are is one of those kids she is taking with her, plus 18 years.
Yeah.
That's all you are, Lori. Do you understand? No, you don't, but that's all right. Listen, you're not a bad person. Your judgment is a little impaired. You're easily talked into things and easily fooled, and you're eager to please, and that's what gets you into trouble. Be eager to please yourself, Lori.
Yeah, I mean,
you understand?
The thing that with her, I totally did want to do, but it's like me and my boss, we ended up, it's like I didn't have sex with him or anything, it's just oral sex that I did to him. And apparently he had an escapade with somebody else as well.
Yeah,
I took the guilt,
My take, Lori, on the bad person and all this, by the way, is your boss. He's the one that's sort of abusing everybody. And not really, clearly not supporting anybody, not helping anybody through all this. He's just getting his jollies, and come what emotional wreckage May.
A lot of bad stuff happened to you, Lori, in your past?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Listen, Lori, please hear this.
Okay.
You're a fine person. You're just confused. You had a lot of bad stuff happen to you. That's all. And now you don't know who to trust, especially yourself.
But the people that prey on that are the people you shouldn't be trusting. Though.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's like I have
Right.
a whole bunch of, it's like I'm trying to get over a heroin.
I understand. Just
trying to get over heroin addiction?
Yeah, I had lived on the streets for like a few years. And I just
all
had
right.
to get my stuff
Look,
together.
these are people. Look, they prey on people who were preyed upon at an earlier time. Lori, listen, we got to go to another call.
Okay.
Don't act on things for a little while. Just relax.
But here, let me give her some specific advice. I agree with you in generalities, but go to NA, get a sponsor, develop a sober network of peers. They will be able to support you in ways that you will not find generally available to you anywhere else. They will have been where you are. They'll be able to go where you are emotionally and connect with you and support you. Go to Narcotics Anonymous. Go to meetings every day. Develop relationships there. Take phone numbers. Make outreach calls and get a sponsor. Do it.
Okay. Willow.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you're 20, Willow.
Yeah, and I have a job.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
I'm in sales.
Oh, I love when people answer that. I'm in sales. Oh, that narrows it down.
Actually, I sell manufactured homes.
You sell what at home?
Trailer
parks. Mobile homes.
Oh, you sell mobile homes?
Yeah, nobody understands that other term.
You sell manufactured homes?
Yes, that's the politically correct.
Oh, yeah, I know what a manufactured home is. I know how they do it. The thing comes in two halves, and they just plug it right together in the middle.
Yeah, they're actually pretty nice now.
Yeah, that's relative, but yes.
Well, as I was sitting here on hold for the last 15 minutes, I did think of a medical question that I had about moles.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like totally scattered with moles all over my body, but I do have some, and I have some that are a little bit larger, one in particular.
That's your nipple.
Yeah, actually, I was wondering, but I was wondering if you do get them removed, or if you can, is there scarring and everything like that?
Sure. Depending who takes them off and how, but of course.
Is it real noticeable, or just
it depends where it is and what techniques used and whether or not you scar badly.
Okay.
Does it have to do with the pigmentation of your skin? Like, say, would a black person, if they had moles taken off, would it leave like a white mark? If you're like a light-skinned person, would it leave something different?
If you're dark, you tend to pigment more, but people with darker skin, particularly black, tend to have keloid formation.
Yeah. What is that? How come that is? How did I phrase that? What is up with that?
Just one of those things.
A keloid scar is a scar that sticks up past the surface of the skin.
Hypertrophied scar, yeah.
And black people have that more, they scar more easily than Caucasians.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with that?
It's just the way it is.
I thought everyone was the same.
No.
All right. Willow.
Yes.
But you should get them removed because if you have like over a certain amount, it can turn into cancer.
Maybe not.
All right, maybe not.
Well, how likely is it? I mean, you always hear about that. Oh, stay away from the sun and everything, and I understand.
Yeah, moles tend not to become. Typically, they aren't what become cancerous. There's something called dysplastic nevus syndrome, where you could be at slight increased risk of that. But if you have concerns, see a dermatologist. What was your other point for calling? That's something you thought of while being on hold, huh?
Well, I just, Adam, I think your sense of humor is totally funny. I think some people take you too seriously, but I just can totally. I'm sitting here the whole time I'm listening to the show, and I'm just laughing, and I just want to tell you, I think you're cool.
Really?
Yeah.
I am. I'm really a decent guy.
I'm going for the wallet. I'm going for the wallet.
Really? Yeah, heroin addict.
Yeah.
No, I'm an okay guy, and my heart is good, and that's what enables me to be an a-hole night after night.
Yeah, I think think that's also evident too. But no, there's no bets on this one.
No, you're a good person.
Pardon me?
You
the love fest here between you two.
Hey, how much does one of those mobile homes run?
Oh gosh, they range from like 30 to 80 to 90 or so. I mean,
wow.
It depends. If you get a really, really cool, like nice one, like 2,500 square feet decked out, you can spend anywhere between 70 and 90.
Do they have mobile condos? Because I'm looking into that.
Well, actually, you know it would be...
On a whole complex that gets with a seam running down the middle of it.
I don't know. I have a manufactured home, and I live in a park, and it's kind of like... I don't live in a trailer park. I live in a newer one, and you don't have a whole lot of yard that you have to take care of, which I totally don't like yard work. And
Right.
It's really low maintenance, and you just drive in, get in your house, go to work, you know.
Right.
Cool. That would be something that you might...
Right. You could live in a refrigerator box in an alley, though, and you'd have zero maintenance in terms of your environment.
Yes.
Yes. All right. I once saw a guy assembling one of those homes. All right. We got to go to break. Drew, who we got to talk to when we come back?
Each other.
Okay.
Here's Loveline before deworming. Here's Loveline after getting fixed. Here's Loveline chewing out its stitches. Here's Loveline dragging its butt across the carpet. Bad Loveline. Bad Loveline.
Loveline has been bad, and we'll be right back.
Laura Ingraham here with some great news for all of my fans. Starting September 2nd, The Laura Ingraham Show will now be available free at podcast1.com. So if you miss a show, or worse yet, you're in a city where my show doesn't air for some reason on the local radio station, well, you'll be able to listen in ultimate freedom to the show anytime, any place you want. You just go to podcast1.com, or even better, you can download the mobile app that's really easy to do onto your cell phone. Then just click on the Laura Ingraham Show podcast logo. It's that easy. So the Laura Ingraham Show on Podcast One, that's podcastone.com.
All right. Here's the deal. Drew, I know I owe you like $80 or $90 for the per diem.
Oh, yeah.
They gave me the per diem, and I put it in my pocket. And I never gave it to you. But now I need a couple of dollars. Here's the deal. Listen, we got to get Jennifer Gray a pie for her birthday tomorrow.
I know she likes pie.
I either got $5 or I got $20. I know 5 is a little light for a pie. 20 is a little heavy because I don't have any money. I'm not going to have $5 tomorrow. What if I give $5 and everyone else forks over like 75 cents?
I have your whole wallet right here.
I know.
She'll take the 20, give you the change.
You have the biggest hair in your driver's license.
That's a shadow. I'm telling you, it's a shadow. I know it's a shadow.
And we'll give you
above your hairline.
They'll give you the change, dude. It's all right.
What am I going to do for money tomorrow? You know that change thing is. Ann forgets, and I feel weird asking her for it, and then she gives me that.
You know what?
And then I go, the pie was $14? Yes, that's how much.
You know what? You buy the damn pie.
Oh. All right,
See how that works?
All right. So either I give you the 20, or everyone else kicks in $1. Come on, that's like $9. That's $10 for a pie.
That's fine.
All right, I'll put in 5. Everyone kicks in $1, and we got a pie, right?
That's fine. Okay.
Pie's like $7, right?
That's fine.
Okay. Well, I'll vote on a flavor. I'm going with a fruit. All right, Jennifer Gray tomorrow night. Razier and John Waters and Duran Duran the following week. And until then, this is Adam Crawford, Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
Hi, this is Adam. Please leave a message.
You're my stern but groovy master, Adam.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed herein are certainly opinions, that's for sure. If you'd like a written transcript of today's program, you probably should have written it down yourself. And if you did, we'd like a copy. Loveline producer Ann Wilkins.
This broadcast was copyright 1997 Westwood One Entertainment. This music is MXPX on Tooth and Nail Records.
Sit, Obo. Obo, stop dragging your butt across the carpet.
This concludes another PodcastOne.com program.
Stay tuned for the latest AP News headlines from Podcast One, right after this.
AP Update. I'm Carolla Bradley. Belgian prosecutors have announced that they've detained 16 people in raids linked to possible attacks in Belgium. Eric van der Sijp, with the federal prosecutor's office, says one person tried to flee during a search but was later captured.
During a search in a snack bar in the Sint-Jans-Molenbeek, a vehicle ran into the police, after which the police officers fired 2 shots. The vehicle rushed off but was intercepted later in Brussels. The driver, a man who was hurt, was arrested.
Correspondent Frank Jordan's reports a fugitive from the Paris attacks who was not caught is just one person authorities have been looking for.
The Belgian Interior Minister said even if they detain the Paris attacker, the threat of an attack may not be over.
Authorities in Belgium say police carried out 22 raids, 9 in Brussels and 3 in the country's south. AP Update, I'm Carolla Bradley.